Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your two hosts, Trey and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
All right, y'all. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Thank y'all for joining us. Y'all know who it is. It's your favorite two North Carolinians that are unapologetic. Dre, Reg, appreciate y'all for tapping in again. My man, what's good with you?
Man, I'm cooling, bro. Actually just woke up, man. I bust my own balls this morning working out. Called myself going to play ball. Started shooting around. Got into the gym. I said, all right, well, let me get me a couple of sets in. Got a few sets in. Somebody tapped me on my shoulder. Wanted that work, so who am I to say no to a motherfucker who wanted that? But
I hear that.
I'm paying for it now, though.
Nigga.
Shit.
Nigga.
But outside of that, my baby girl had her 12th birthday yesterday, man. So shout out to her. Happy birthday. Yeah, man. Big 12. So we almost at that teenager stage, man. So pray for me. What's up with you, man?
I'm good, man. Listen, I know what you feel, what you're talking about, though. I did legs yesterday, and I'm paying for it, right? No, I did legs. Oh, no, yeah, I did do it Tuesday. Damn, I'm about to lose a day. Yeah, I did it Tuesday. I did legs. I'm paying for it now.
Yeah.
I'm also doing a 5-day detox, and yeah, man. Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't. The only thing I've been eating is like salads. I had some vegetable broth.
Yeah.
Some pistachios. About the only thing, and I picked up some peanut butter today. I eat like a spoon of that, and but I mean, things you do, to reach the goals you want. I'm just trying to, reset my metabolism and kickstart my fitness journey back. So I mean, it's good stuff, But I mean, outside of that, man, everything's good, man. I enjoyed Mother's Day weekend. How about you?
Yeah, man. Well, I enjoyed it. I was with Adonis, man. Down there in Louisiana, rocking out with him, man. So
okay,
had to tap in, had to tag in for Mom, and she went on her trip, which is pretty cool. So
okay,
it was all right.
That's dope. Of course, I spent it with my mom, and she didn't really want to do nothing. Like, she just wanted to do some home improvement stuff, which that's all she's been doing for the last however. But whatever she want, we can do that. I'm not complaining at all, because one day, it'd be that time to where you wish, you could have that time and do things like that. So I'm gonna take advantage of it and enjoy it while I can. All right, man. Let's talk some sports. And yes, indeed. And for y'all, once again, the timestamps. Look at the timestamps if you want to skip over it.
Why are we still giving disclaimers?
I know, right? We're not gonna be long anyway, though. Playoffs, NBA playoffs. Cleveland Cavaliers going home. We have the Nuggets up. Well, the Nuggets down 3-2 to the Thunder. The Celtics are down 3-1 to the Knicks, and the Golden State Warriors are down 3-1 to the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'll be brief. Indy, in Cleveland, after that first game, I expected it to kind of look like this. I thought this might be the year that Cleveland didn't look like a regular season team with but that's been my whole thing about Donovan Mitchell the whole time. I got one of my homeboys, that's his favorite player, and I hear Donovan Mitchell name all the time, and I don't I don't see what he see, or guess what other people see. I don't know.
Yeah.
And they kept telling me, man, Donovan just needs some more help, a little more help. Donovan had 45 points this game. He had da 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 da. I'm like, well, let's look at it then. And then we look at it, and I'm like, yeah, he had 45 points, but he shot 9 for 35. Like,
yeah,
what are we talking? Like, I mean, his field goal percentage this for the series was 33%, and then I think 26 from 3-point range. So I'm like,
right.
He's a superstar, so he got to. For me, he got to take. To me, he gets less blame for any other like superstar or leader on the team that for the praise that he gets. Like he gets a lot of excuses.
Man,
Not saying he's not good, but go ahead.
He is good, but he put that motherfucker up. You hear me? He really does, man.
Yeah.
And I can't really say I'm the hugest Donovan Mitchell fan, dog, but I'm not a believer in he's not what they say he is. He can hoop.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
But he's not what they say he is. Obviously, you've seen what the hell went on in that series.
Right.
And they got blasted.
Halliburton outplayed him?
Yes.
I said the same thing.
As a whole, yes.
Yeah. What do you think about this Knicks Celtics series?
I think that the Celtics are trying to extend it. It's unfortunate. Excuse me, what happened to Jason Tatum, man?
Yeah, absolutely.
Down, I knew what it was. Mm-hmm. With me, going through the same injury. But outside of that, even prior to him being hurt, the Knicks still found a way to win.
Yeah.
And they're going to find a way to win this series. You know what I mean? I think we're going to see everything that Boston has tonight, by the score showing right now. But even with that shit can dwindle quickly.
Right. I think tonight might go a little different, being that as much as Tatum helps them, I think he hurts them too when he's not hitting, because when he gets locked in and he's shooting, he lets that bitch fly too. And I've never liked Tatum's shot selection. The game he got hurt, we were sitting here watching the game, and every shot he put up, well, not every shot, but a lot of those shots I put up, I'm like the bad shot, Jason, bad shot, but slap, like dropping nets. And I was just like, well, I mean, hey, this is a bad shot, but the shit going in. But then it started missing. That's when Knicks came back. So, I think as of right now, they're looking pretty good. I think they're gonna, not rely on the 3-point shooters, the 3-point shot as much. But ultimately, this series is over, dog. I think New York has just got too much confidence. They've gotten too much confidence from beating Boston, especially going up 2-0 out, in at the beginning. So yeah, and I mean, not having Tatum is going to be the big part of it anyway. Especially with Porzingis playing ass like he is.
Well, that's what he is, sir.
Minnesota and Golden State.
Golden State. Another case of the injury, man. No Steph Curry, bro. That's a completely different team, and we're seeing it. My opinion. I mean, that series over.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, I think this series right here, should let the front office in Golden State know that they need to go out and make a splash. And they need to go out and make a splash fast, because, Curry, is he playing does he still play at a high rate? Yes, he does. Absolutely. Is he still a perennial all-star? Of course he is. Is he still arguably the greatest shooter in the game? Of course he is. But on the back end of that, injuries, he's getting a little older. I mean, they say shooters, they last longer than high flyers or whatnot. Right. History tells us that. But again, this is something that they need to look at, and they need to pair him up with some fresh blood, man, a young scorer that can really get active. Because otherwise,
here's the thing I noticed with Golden State. Outside of Steph, Clay, and Draymond, I mean, as great as they've been, I think they've been, they've held back the progression of other players too. Because who else have they developed outside of that?
Developed?
Yeah. Like I feel like Wiseman should have been that, but Wiseman didn't get the opportunity because your offense is centered solely around at that time Steph and Clay.
Right.
Kuminga looks good, but guess what? He don't get the time. I don't know what's going on with Steve Kerr and Kuminga.
I don't know either, man. I don't know.
Jordan Poole was another one. He looked good when he was there. That motherfucker boogieing.
Yeah, he was.
As great as Steph and those other two, Draymond and Clay have been for that organization, it has, haven't gave them the opportunity to develop either, because no one gets that opportunity to shine and get the ball, outside of them.
Right.
Denver and OKC.
Dog fight.
Yeah.
It go either way.
Yeah, last night was a hell of a game.
Yes, it was.
Hell of a game. Some of the other games was kind of like hit or miss for me, even though I watched them. It's just hard to watch the eight points in the first quarter, and OKC had 19. Like I was like, whoa, that was game 4. But yeah, hell of a game, dog. Hard fought. And I don't. Denver can't ask for much more from Joker.
Well, yeah. No, he's just showing why game in and game, season in and season out, that he can be the MVP, man. I mean, some of them fucking shots that he made last night, I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah. Especially that overhead rainbow 3.
That's what I'm talking. That's the one that pops up in my head. Like, are you fucking kidding? Like,
yeah. Because I looked at the shot, and that's one of those shots I was like, oh my God, that's a terrible shot.
And he just walks down the court like,
right.
And again, is there such thing as a terrible shot in the NBA? I don't think so in today's game.
Yeah, these days, no, because I mean, depending on the player.
Okay.
Yeah, depending on the player, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, some of them, but yeah, for him, no, because he makes them. He makes them. The only issue I have is i.e. Dort had came down. He had a layup, then he hit 2 threes. So he had a layup and 2 threes, like all back to back to back, and then came down the next time, and they didn't even give him the ball.
Well, that's not the game today, bro.
It's not, but and they end up getting the shot that I was like, all right, but
it's not.
Me and you might be like, we gonna ride the hot hand till, but
yeah, but that's not today. They don't do that today. Those days are long gone.
Yeah. Who you got advancing?
OKC.
Okay. And you already said Minnesota. You got the Knicks advancing. So we got. All right. We'll talk. Finals once that gets closer. Any thoughts on the lottery? 34 years, dog. 34 years and counting. For those of y'all don't know, the Hornets has not had a number one pick in 34 years.
And of those 34 years, I mean, how many losing seasons? How many?
I think it's been about, I think they said 21 or 22 teams have had a number one draft pick in that span.
Bro, make it make sense to me. Make it make sense. Make it make fucking sense, bro.
You know what I miss, and I think would give it some more legitimacy. Bring back the ping pong balls.
Bring them back, man. Fuck.
Why do you got somebody walking to the podium with envelopes and they said it's already pre-done. He's the only one that knows the picks. Like I don't know. That's not too legit to me. You do that with the ping pong balls, and I think that gave more suspense too, because you're sitting there watching. You know, more of a surprise, a shocker. But I mean, hey,
hats off to
Dallas,
and
San Antonio.
I was saying to what's his name?
Nikolai, what's his name?
No, I was talking about Cooper Flag.
Oh, Cooper Flag. Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
And him not going to the bottom of the barrel team.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is super rigged, bro.
Yeah, and and I'm not a Hornets fan, but of course, I want to see, the hometown team get, an opportunity at one of the best players coming out of college,
Yep.
but I have to wait another year and another year and another year, but we'll see. Drake Powell decided that he's going to keep his name in.
Yep.
I don't have a problem with that from all the reports that are coming out about I read something earlier today that said he's out of all the entries, he has shown the most athleticism out of everybody.
He's one of the more athletic people.
Right. I'm not mad at it. Especially I don't know where they got him slotted at, but I think he didn't do nothing but help his case by whatever he did, during this pre-draft process. So
yeah, absolutely.
Congrats to him. Where we at? Let's give a shout out to to the late great Pete Rose. He has been reinstated by the MLB, so now he can be eligible for the Hall of Fame once I guess the next cycle of voting comes around.
Right.
For my parents, he is probably the greatest baseball player ever.
I mean,
arguably, but yeah. I mean, we didn't get to see him play, but the man records are still there. And I mean, he probably should be there anyway, because everything he did was after he played the game. He, got in trouble for doing coaching. So, shout out to Mike Jordan and NBC. I am kind of excited about that. Michael Jordan is definitely like the Phantom or the Ghost, because you don't ever hear from him or anywhere. It might be a quote here, a quote there, barely. But for him, he's joining NBC as a special contributor, along with Carmelo Anthony, Reggie Miller, Vince Carter, and Jamal Crawford. So we'll see what that's like. Where else we at? Draymond Green.
Okay.
Draymond Green said he is tired of the media or the public trying to make him look like the angry black man. I say stop doing angry black man shit. I mean,
he's the muscle of his team. He's the bad boy of the NBA. Right. So what do you want? What do you expect?
Yeah, I mean, and you throwing your arms and kicking your legs out, you hitting people. I mean, it happens at least 2-3 times a game.
Right.
We've seen you choke a nigga. I mean, any call that goes against you, you're in the ref face. I mean, it's things you do.
Right.
Hey, LeBron said that he don't understand why him and Luka would get all the blame, being that there's 8 other guys that play that touches the floor.
He said he doesn't get what?
He doesn't understand why him and Luka would get all the blame for the Lakers' failures or losses, because there's 8 other guys that play or touches the floor. He said, in addition to that he's learned a long time ago that teams, not individuals, win championships but he doesn't lose sleep over that. Yeah.
What are we even talking about? You're King motherfucking James last time I checked, right?
Yeah.
So roll with it.
Yeah. Who the fuck are we gonna blame? Rui Hachimura? I mean, and it's not. I mean, is it really blame though? That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, but you know, when you are arguably the best player on the team, one of the best players, you know, in the game, that's what comes. That's what comes with it.
LeBron, man, is full of dog shit. He has been. It's been the same thing. They win with him, they lose with him.
Right.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds real stupid. We talked Mother's Day. So I saw this article, Donald Trump, and I was like, you know what? I can get behind that. So he issued an executive order to build a national center for homeless veterans using funds that were previously spent on illegal immigrants.
Okay.
That's dope.
I think that's pretty cool.
That's dope. You know, and for the veterans that are homeless that, you know, don't have a choice, you know, it was great. I saw this study or something the other day that there's at least 37% of like homeless veterans that choose to be homeless.
What percentage?
37.
Really?
Yeah. Which, you know, is kind of like, you know, they get the money, they get the check, but they, you know, I guess it kind of goes along with the when the stock market crashed a long time ago, when a lot of people was like, well, if I can't live the life that I was living prior to, then boom, like you go to Miami, like it's plenty of homeless people sleeping on the bridges. And like when we did like group orientation there, like they would tell us like some of these guys were millionaires prior to the stock market. And you like, well, why the fuck are they, you know, in homeless shelters sleeping outside of the bridges? But hey, but for all the things that he does bad, I can't get behind this, and this is definitely something good.
Yeah, no, that's dope. That's pretty dope, man.
You know, for a lot of you know, like I know, veterans don't get a lot of anything. You know, hell, you can barely get a damn military discount anywhere these days. That shit used to just be like common. You saw that shit about they wanted to trade Air Force One for a jet, Qatar.
Yeah, I did.
What are you talking about, man?
I mean, I'm not shocked at anything, right? Like I'm nothing surprises me anymore, dog. Like at the end of the day, realistically, that shit, Air Force One don't got shit to do with me. I'd never be on that motherfucker.
No.
Yeah.
I don't even whatever. Donald Trump. So the mayor of New Jersey, Raz J. Baraka, he was detained by ISIS.
By ISIS?
Yeah.
By
Not ISIS, I'm sorry, ICE. My bad. ICE.
Yeah.
ICE.
So he was detained by ICE.
Yeah. He was detained by ICE. How does a mayor get detained by ICE?
Why are oh my God. America. America.
As crazy as that sounds, dog. Honestly, I don't know if I'm surprised because of everything I'm seeing on the news these days about people that are clearly American citizens or that are here legally getting deported.
Right.
For one reason or another. Maybe they have this other guy I saw the other day, he had a MS 13 tattoo or something, and that was one of the sole reasons why he was detained and sent. So I don't know, man. But a mayor though, that's crazy. A mayor
Yeah, I don't understand
at all.
I don't understand.
At all.
An elected official, huh?
Yeah. There's a young man that goes by the name of Qua'vion Cooper. He's in Georgia.
Okay.
So he's involved in the alleged murder of one of his high school football teammates, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
This is wild, dog.
I saw that.
Yes, he's been arrested and he's being charged with the murder of him. But the crazy thing is about it, well, I guess it might not be crazy, depending on who you ask. Um, the football team did a tribute to him.
Yeah.
And encased his jersey and walked it out on the field. He was
right.
the one that had the jersey, that walked the jersey out on the field.
Right.
Knowing that he killed his teammate.
Nasty work, man. Nasty work. Dog. I hate that for the family, man. I hate that for those kids. I hate that for the community, bro. Like that young boy, I know he was charged, but if convicted, boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
You got some big numbers coming your way, pal.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. He might be 18 by that time. They might try to charge him as an adult.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Smokey Robinson and Byron Scott.
Okay.
Sexual assault charges. Of course, individually, for those that don't know, these are individual, but same thing. So Byron Scott happened in 87. Supposedly they did the Lakers organization was doing some charity work at a high school. He was there. He had what he said he thought to be an 18-year-old in a janitor's closet with him, and he I guess tried to or received oral sex. The individual young lady, she's saying she was 16. Byron Scott is saying that he, as far as his knowledge goes, he understood that she was 18. Which to me makes no difference. But
at a school?
At a school.
Like in high school?
Yeah. No, listen, Byron Scott, if you are in a janitor's closet in a school, they're probably on the age.
Wow.
I'm willing to bet my bottom dollar that they're probably on the age. But regardless if what you thought or was told or your understanding, knowledge, whatever you want to say, however you want to frame it, that they were 18, Byron Scott, come on. 18 to me, it still don't matter. You a grown man playing on the Lakers.
I was getting ready to say in 87, he had to be a few years in the league.
Yeah.
Wow.
Smokey Robinson is 85, 86 years old, and his most recent allegations against him is I guess within the past year. It'll be more to come on that. I don't know, man. Like, hey, Smokey Robinson came up in those times well before us, to where I feel like everybody was putting hands on everybody. So is it condoned? No, but I'd be interested to see how far it goes back.
And Smokey.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Did you watch Shooting Guards yet?
I did.
What are your thoughts?
I thought it was interesting. I thought that Untold did a great job of telling the story and letting the two players or former players give their sides of the story. I learned a lot about I already knew about Gil, but I learned a lot about Javar's criticism, man, and just to see how he's trying to turn his life around, and like that's a good thing. I think it's just a case of someone being a product of their environment, unfortunately, because they came from two different worlds.
Right.
Right. And it's like, you think about it, we see that every day, where you got some dudes that are just clowns or just want to be jokesters and shit like that. And you got other dudes that's like, yo, I'm not going for none of that. And this is a classic case of that, bro. And I think Gil said it best. He said the decisions that we made that night changed his life, changed Javaris's life forever.
Right.
Because Gil has bounced back. Gil has recovered.
Yeah.
Gil ain't been broke.
No. And he's helping him now. So I think he was on Gil's pod the other day.
Was he?
They did a live. Yeah, they did a live stream. They stream. They was watching the game. But I'm with you. I liked it. I enjoyed it, and I learned. Even though I thought I was familiar with it, I wasn't as familiar as I thought I was with it. With
right.
After watching this, and then it actually made me go look more into it, and there's more to do it than there was a whole lot of other shit that Hinton got into and was actually arrested for than what was said. So I was like, wow, so I'm glad that he's getting that second chance opportunity that he's getting. He's bouncing back. As far as in how he got out early and not have it, end up spending the majority of the time that he was given. I mean, that's shaky. But to me, that's part of the world. That's who you know these days. And if it has something to do with, Dwight Howard's people being, one of the judges or whatever else that worked to deal with him, then so be it. But I mean that hopefully he and it looks like he is doing, good with this second opportunity.
Yeah, good, great. It looks like he's doing great charity work.
Right.
Trying to help out his community, you know what I mean? And that's what it's all about, man. Taking your platform and I'm sure and I hope that it's whatever it's doing, whatever it is that he is doing and working with the inner city youth, that he is making money for him and his family as well. But also too, I mean, by the looks of it, look like he's doing just fine now.
Right.
But that's a good thing when you can double down on like that, man. Take care of yourself and take care. So shout out to him, man. Hopefully this springboard some type of career for him, man, and he's able to use platforms all over to push out what it is that we need as a culture, and that's to help our young black men.
Yeah, especially from his area, inner city Atlanta, is needed a lot, and I'm pretty sure he sees it a lot, man. So that's good shit. Are you familiar with Rodney Hinton Jr.?
Tell me about him.
So this is the father that son was killed by a police officer.
Yep.
And he in turn hit and killed a police officer with a vehicle.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. There are so many thoughts and emotions on this one. I don't know where to begin.
Well, I will. As a father, of course. As a father, you are, let's just be honest, you're saying way to fucking go.
Yeah.
As a father.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody has a problem with that, so be it. Mm-hmm. But I know I'm not lying when I say, hey, if someone takes your child from you, you're going to feel hurt, you're going to feel pain, and you're going to feel revenge.
It might be a moment of insanity.
Definitely. So from that standpoint, man, I get it. But on the back end of it, man, he didn't trust the judicial system, man.
Right.
And rightfully so.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's where I think a lot of it comes from, because we've seen how it played out or how it could play out so many times.
Mm-hmm.
Um, um, yeah, man. I I hope that's a point that I never have to get to as a father.
Yeah, I would hate it.
You know,
You're right.
because like you said, like in that split moment, you don't know what's going through his mind, what he's thinking, you know what I'm saying? And you're watching your son be, gunned down by a police officer.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah. And
I yeah, I think it'll be an interesting case far as in how, you know, things will be presented. Because I do think he has a great case of, like we said, a moment of insanity. He completely lost his mind. Like he didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like it's because something like that can drive you crazy.
he can go either way. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know if he'll get if he's going to have that type of leverage.
Oh no. Yeah.
Especially after what's been on
Yeah.
television or what's been all over social media as far as when he's walking through the crowd and
Oh yeah.
the courtroom's filled with police officers and he's
Hmm.
looking at them.
Yeah.
One would
Yeah.
look at it and say that he was um, gloating, if you
Yeah.
will.
Gloating. I mean, yeah. I mean, make no mistake. I think he's going to do some time, but yeah, I think he can go far as in how much he does versus how much they might want to give him. I mean, it could be a big difference, but he's definitely holding his head up high and giving the appearance that he's not he doesn't regret anything.
Well, we say it all the time. People say it all the time. They are willing to do life behind their children.
Yeah.
This is more than likely going to be a prime example of that, sir.
Yeah. Puff Daddy trial has started.
Yeah,
Jury selection was done last week after we recorded, and as of Monday, everything is underway.
yeah.
There's a lot going out. Um, dog. One of the main things I got from this um
Mm.
is
Tell me what you got out of it, though.
they're like maybe they're slow walking it, but Puff was not doing this shit alone. Um, I'm going to be interested in the other names that come out that were attending these parties, freak offs, or whatever have you. Um, you know, I was reading some of the stuff from day one. It was a lot of he say, she say, pointing fingers. Um, but if I was Cassie husband, I don't know if I would be able to sit there and listen to everything. Not saying I wouldn't look at her differently, but far as in, the woman that I love and I'm with, being able to, you know, listen to it and not feel some kind of way towards him or wanting to do something to him.
Well, of course
Yeah.
of course. I think. Well, I'll go back. What I think is the stuff that's being said. Cassie, what I don't understand. I've been seeing some of these so-called reporters,
Mm-hmm.
right, that have been outside of the courtroom, and then you have people that are basically letting us know what's being said while she's been on the stand. And
Mm-hmm.
what I take from it is that if this shit is true, bruh, Puff was a freaky ass nigga.
Yeah. Oh, especially that he
I
like
know.
come on it. Oh my, yeah.
Regardless, man, I hope justice is served. I don't know who was involved with what, but what I do know is I know who's on trial right now.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, right, like this thing can really, really go any way. We're gonna see if money, if if money goes, as long as if we're going to see how far the black dollar goes in the judicial system. That's what I'm taking from it. We're about to see how far the black dollar goes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Hopefully, justice is served. The way it's supposed to be, and I hate when things like this happen, and it affects our community so much because it's always this side versus this side, and it turns into that so much. You see that all over social media. You got the uh people that believe this versus people that believe that, and there's always a bunch of arguing and whatever. Like is that shit is tired. So Tory was stabbed up 14 times. Tory Lanez was stabbed up 14 times. You know, well wishes to him. But also as of today, there's a report that a bodyguard, not his bodyguard, but Kelsey's bodyguard, says that she was the one that had the handgun and she was the one that fired it.
Yeah. Listen, man, all of this shit is wild. I don't know if I necessarily was 100% sure if he fired the weapon or not. Like, it's just so crazy that you have people. Now, granted, people weren't around and stuff like that, but I don't know if I ever remember a time where there was such a he said she said on who did what when it came down to people or a person firing a weapon.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Right. And it's like, all right. The fact of the matter is that the man didn't have no gunpowder on him.
True.
I know once upon a time they were saying that she had glass fragments in her feet, like pieces of glass in her feet or something like that. It's all over the place, and it's been all over the place.
Yeah.
But I think Will Stick is that the reality of it is if he was around a weapon or anything like that outside of him and his security, then that's a violation of his probation, I believe. So, and I think that's what's going to stick. Maybe it reduces his sentence if it's found that he in fact did not shoot the weapon.
Right.
Hopefully so. Nasty work though.
Yeah.
If it's true.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you. Very nasty. But I think it's like you said, so much that's in this that it's kind of like you don't know what to believe because for one, okay, she got immunity, which looks crazy in itself. Like you said, he wasn't tested for anything really, and there's no gun residue on him. Like they said it could have been glass fragments, bullet fragments, whatever. I don't know, man. This shit is all over the place.
Nasty.
Yeah. So there's a I don't know this guy's name. Let me see. The black guy ended up shooting a white kid who was with his friends. They were doing a TikTok prank. And they were basically kicking his back door in. He thought people were trying to break into his house and he shot. Ended up hitting one of the kids and killing him.
Right. I'm not too familiar with the story. I did hear bits and pieces about it.
Mm-hmm.
But breaking and entering in someone's house and then saying it's a prank is nasty work. Stop playing with people, man.
Yeah. So that's why I was gonna go with it. Listen, everything in the viral moment, and that's the problem with what's going on today in society. Like everybody's so thirsty and trying to make everything a viral moment to where you see these people in grocery stores doing things, these people doing things in the mall, these dudes going up the escalator touching another man's woman. Like it's niggas out here that'll kill you.
Yeah.
It's niggas out here that will kill you. So, I mean, be as it may, hey, do whatever you can handle, but don't be surprised when you meet the right one, and next thing you know, you got a gun in your face or you get shot. Like honestly, if I was this kid's and it was 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
If I was this kid's parent, I would be mad as fuck. But what can you say?
You can't. Yeah, play stupid games, win stupid fucking prizes, dog. It is what it is, right? Like, and I'm not saying that I don't feel bad for a family, you know what I mean, and for a young man to lose his life. I don't care what race he is, doesn't matter. But again, we got to teach our kids better, man.
Right. The man name is Tyler Butler, and he's been charged with second-degree murder.
What state is it in?
Is it VA? I think
it was in Richmond.
Okay. Yeah. It was. So,
Commonwealth law, brother.
One thing I saw is that you can't there's no real such thing as defending property if you can evade or get away.
In some states.
Yeah.
I don't know if Virginia is one of those states, is it?
I don't know, but that sounds crazy to me because
I know North Carolina is.
Yeah. Let's talk about North Carolina real quick, dog.
Let's do it.
I just ran across this by happenstance, right? So I was, of course, there this past Mother's Day weekend. One of my I ran into somebody I was stationed with back in Kuwait. Since then, she's gotten out. She does OnlyFans, and she has her own I guess page. So she was like, hey, support, check me out, XYZ. And I'm like, okay, all right, yeah. But I know I'm not going to spend no money on OnlyFans, right?
Right.
But so she sent me two links. One link was for OnlyFans and one was for another site. And that site redirects you to Pornhub, which some of her videos are on, right? So when it redirected me, I couldn't get to the page. Because
of the elected officials in North Carolina and how the whole how Pornhub is blocked. Yeah, that's a real thing.
I did not know that.
That's a real thing all across the country. Huh? That's a real thing all across several states are like that. Yeah,
I did not know that. So it started asking me for verification, proof of age, everything. I'm looking at it like, what the fuck is going on? Just wasn't thinking about it. And I was on the way home and I was, thinking about it because she has, posted something on IG and I was thinking about it. And then I thought about it, I was like, you know what? North Carolina is one of them states. And sure enough, when I got here the other day, boom, no problem. Went right to the site.
Well, Virginia is for sure. Texas is for sure. Louisiana is for sure. Yeah. Yeah, brother. Yeah, they're not playing around. Yeah, they're not playing around, though.
I did not know that at all. That had me dumbfounded because I was like, why the fuck can I get? And then I was like, well, why? So I was like, well, let me try another one of my sites. Let me go to it, and it's asking me for IDs so that to verify or prove you could take a picture of ID. I'm like, I'm not doing this shit. I thought I was getting hacked or some shit, but yeah,
no, it's real, man.
Yeah,
I'm playing.
Yeah, I'm playing. Hey. We kind of touched on this. Well, no, we was talking about this offline last week. Getting in relationships, and there are people that feel like they have to cut people off, and there are people that feel like they need to make you or talk to you or feel like you need to cut people off in order for, I guess we can talk about that. I've been through it plenty. I'm pretty sure you have.
Mm-hmm.
I have done it at times, but I don't think I'm there no more. Currently, I'm not cutting nobody off for relationships unless there's valid reason.
Right. I think if it's strictly up on a friendship level, I don't think that you should have to do it, man. I think if there has come a time where you and that person, say a person has been intimate, then maybe you need to check with your partner and say, hey, are you okay with this? Some are not.
Mm-hmm.
But just to be cutting someone off, um, or having your partner cut somebody off just because they're the opposite sex is wild.
Yeah. I mean, I would I would definitely have to have it had to be a good reason. Like we're not just talking about because this happened or that happened. I mean, it has to be something very valid. Like you feel like they disrespected you, and then and everybody's level of disrespect is wrong. Like what you may consider disrespect, the next person might not, and vice versa. So is the communication part has to be there and explain like, okay, well, but even with that, for me, I'm going to have that conversation with the person. I.e., if it was you, I'm going to say, hey, look, homegirl, she don't like XYZ. She went through I don't know, for some reason she saw some text messages or saw this and she didn't like that you sent me a picture of XYZ or a girl or whatever. You said this, you know what I'm saying? To
Oh,
me,
you talk about like shit between two niggas, like homeboys type
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. And I was just using that example, but yeah, I mean we can go there too. Yeah. But I'm not, if it comes down to it and we have to let go of a friend, whether it's a man or a woman, I'm having a conversation.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. I think that's respectable. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that should be a thing, bro. Instead of just popping off and be like, oh nah. Well, you're having a conversation with your partner, or you're having a conversation with both parties, the person that you got to cut off and the person that's asking you to cut them off.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. So the conversation with the person is first, but then if we come to the realization that okay, uh, it's valid that the issues or complaints and we can't resolve it, then okay, yes, I'm going to have the conversation with you. And I think we came across this conversation because situation I told you about. So add the your partner going through your phone piece into that,
Okay.
and then them taking upon themselves to uh reach out to whoever.
Yeah. I mean, again, that's nasty work, man. Like, I mean, we know what happens.
Yeah,
We know what happens, but it's nasty work, bro. Let's stop going through them folk phone for you get what you're looking for.
that too. But for me, those days are over with. Don't
Yeah.
I mean I don't have anything to hide, but do not touch my phone.
Yeah. Don't go through my shit, cuz.
Don't touch my phone. And if by chance you have a problem or you think there's something there that you need to see or something's going wrong, then we can go through it together. And if there's something in there that you don't like, we can have that conversation with each other about it. It's not your place to reach out to anybody in my phone for anything regarding me. If you have a problem with what's going on, I will do that.
Right.
I listen. These days that'll end the relationship quick for me.
Yeah, nah, that's some childish shit, man. That's some childish shit. I ain't going through nobody's shit because I already know, nigga.
Yeah.
Whether it
Yeah.
be phones or text threads or DMs.
No,
Guess
yeah.
what? Men are out here shooting at your ladies, bro.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, bro, they are shooting at your lady, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies, there are women shooting at your man.
Right.
Pulling up from 35 feet.
and these days you just gotta, let it, let the faith or the trust be in your person. Like if they're gonna do some shit, they're gonna do some shit, regardless if you got an ankle monitor on them or not.
Right.
So I mean, let it be. If to me, is insecure nigga is that's probably one of the worst type of guys to even be around associated with. Insecure nigga. Nigga worried about his woman and what she doing, and and it might not even be nothing, but to each his own. Y'all like what y'all like. I've These days I'm considered nonchalant and this and that or whatever else because I don't let shit like that bother me. Like you said, there are guys out here that's trying to talk to your woman. So I can be out and a guy offer a woman I'm with a drink or maybe even try to talk to him. And it's gonna happen now. If it gets to the point to where okay, I need to interject, then so be it. But if he's trying to check the temperature, he don't know that she's with somebody, and she let him know, no, I'm good, I'm with somebody, so be it. Good.
Yeah.
If it goes further than that, then yeah.
Well, your partner should be respectful enough to do that anyway.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right. I know. If it were me in the situations, I've been in the past, bro. Like, I just handled it the best way I could. Just let them know, like, yo, I'm not in here by myself.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate the compliment. Thank you.
Thank you, or whatever. Like, it's cool, but
yeah.
Sorry.
These days, you never know. She might be like, "Who you with? Oh, she cute."
Right. It's true.
Man, let's jump on these unapologetic truths.
Let's do it.
Where are they at? We had this one before, but this is reverse. How important is it for you to have a desirable body?
For me to have it, man, it's very important, dog, to the point now where, I didn't hit the 40, man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And prior to my birthday, I was just looking at myself like, bro, hold on. Hold up.
Yeah.
I'm getting older. I get it. I understand.
Uh-huh.
But it's 60-year-old, 70-year-old men that's motherfucking, tight, got they shit together.
Yeah.
So no excuse for me and this great metabolism that I have.
Right.
And the ability for me to drop weight quickly, for me to not have my shit in order.
Right.
Because everybody want to be wanted.
Yeah. I'm with you. I feel like it's important. And I honestly, I don't think it hits you or you realize it until maybe out at the pool or out at a resort or doing this or whatever else. And you see motherfuckers walking around, looking a little chiseled or brolic, and you kind of like, oh, okay, I got to get my shit together.
Yeah, man, it's happened to me, bro. It's that very thing has happened to me. I remember, man, was it last summer? Might have been last summer. I went to the beach a couple of times. And even if I wasn't around, I might have been around some chubby people.
Yeah.
I wasn't comfortable in my skin.
Yeah.
To the point where I did not want to take my shirt off at the beach, and that is crazy.
Yes, sir. I've been there, and that's the reality check. When you see you like, oh, all right, hold on now. You don't let yourself go a little bit. Like, got to tighten up, partner. I'm with you. Yeah, it's important. It's important. What's one red flag that you'd say most men ignore because the woman is attractive? Shit. All of them. All of them. Let's see if I could be specific though. I would say all of them.
Being overly jealous, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Overly jealous.
Yeah. But some people might call that protective. That's their justification, but yeah, I would say overly jealous. Um, I think damn, I said all of them. Let me try to narrow it down. Overly jealous is a good one. I like that one. Um, uh, relationship with males in her life.
Well, that's pretty vague. What do you mean?
Far as in all right, let's say what's her relationship what's her relationship like with her father? I've dated women that like were, I guess, big super big daddy's girls, and so everything like with the man that they were looking for was something like their dad. I've dated women that are like, well, you know, my dad always washed my mom's car on Saturday. My dad always made sure my mom oil change. He get out there and change my mama oil. My daddy did this. My daddy did blah 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 blah.
Is that a red flag?
Huh?
Is that a red flag?
For me, because you should date your dad if you look for somebody like that.
Now, we've both been on record to say that we're teaching our daughters certain things and we're putting certain things in place so that our daughters know that this is the norm.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, tell me why you think a grown woman saying that or acting in that when we're teaching our daughters that is any different.
Because I could tell my daughter what not to look for and what to look for as far as in with me. Like I tell her, like, hey, look, don't look, daddy. Now, daddy right now, maybe, but you're not gonna find daddy right now in what she's looking for in a man at her age.
Maybe she will, maybe she won't.
Maybe she will, maybe she won't.
But what I'm saying, I guess what I'm asking is if you are teaching your daughter what right looks like, and a woman comes to you and she's telling you what right looks like based on her, why is it a red flag for her and not a red flag for what you're doing to your kid?
No. Why is it a red flag for her?
Why is it a red flag to you?
Because what she deems as right or whatever else may not be what I deem as right.
Okay, so regardless of whether it's right or wrong to you, it's considered a red flag. Okay. I don't know if the reason why I'm asking is because I can't necessarily call that a red flag. Because if I am teaching my daughter the ins and outs of what I think is correct, like what you just said, and another man is doing that, I can't call that a red flag. Well, it's a conflict of interest, and I probably don't fuck with it, but I can't necessarily deem that as a red flag.
So the thing is, well, I got what you're saying. You said another man's doing that. Okay, yes, but if it's within the same teachings, then yes. But what if it's something that you don't necessarily get down with?
I know, but I'm saying that exactly. But everybody, there's no manuscript on how we raise kids.
No, there's not. But there's no manuscript on relationship either.
Right. So you're saying based on how you feel and whether or not you deem it a red flag.
Right. Because you know what? So her definition of open communication can be different from yours. And the way she communicate can be definitely different from yours. And her way of communicating could be a red flag for you. I.e., well, maybe let's say you want to communicate when you're ready to communicate because you say, you know what, if I talk about this shit right now, it ain't gonna go the way it's supposed to go.
Okay.
But she might say, you know what, no, we need to talk about it right now because I don't want it to fester up and blah 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 whatever else.
Okay.
So that may be a red flag for you because you're saying like, no, like you're forcing me to
Do something I don't want to do.
Right, do something I don't want to do, and I know how it's going to end up for me.
Yeah. Okay. I'm tracking what you're saying.
But at the same time, like I'm never going to expect a woman to be like mom either, though.
Well, I don't know, man. I
I'll
don't know
never
if
say, well, my mama did this, my mama did this way, this way. You're like, you need to.
I would never. Yeah, I would never. I don't think I would ever say that. But for me to say that I wouldn't like some of the qualities that my mother have in my woman is it's a lie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of them. Yeah,
It's a lie, and so I think it goes both ways.
Mm-hmm. All right, last one. How many male friends is too many for your woman in a relationship?
Man, I don't know.
I don't necessarily know there's a number for me. I just long as there's not a number for me. Long as they know about and they respect the relationship.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know if I got a specific number, dog. I don't. You have women out here that are just friends that they grew up around guys and they grew up around a certain group of guys or whatever. Or it may not even grown up around them. Might have met them at work or whatever, and they just became friends. Especially in this army shit, man. You get people that become lifelong homies,
Yeah,
right? And may not have touched the motherfuckers. You know what I mean? We know that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's a number. I guess the respect factor is everything.
Yeah, I don't have a number. Just like I wouldn't expect a woman to tell me like I got too many female friends. Like I have a lot of female friends. And a lot of them are some are closer than a lot of the male friends,
Right.
I go on trips as majority, if not all female friends. So I mean,
right.
But yeah, I wouldn't expect that from her. Just like I'm not going to put a cap on how many male friends like she should have.
Right.
To me, it's all about the respect factor, and as long as they know. All right, man. Let's wrap it up.
All right, man. Well, shout out to you, big dog, for keeping this thing afloat, man, and for your hard work and doing this thing, man. I appreciate it, dog. Shout out to Unapologetic Nation for rocking with us, man. We are greatly appreciative of it. Shout out to the home team. Shout out to everybody back home, man. I got some crazy news the other night that I'm happy for. I can't really disclose at this moment, but he know who he is. Congratulations, my dog. I'm proud of you. You did the right thing. Much respect to you, man, and much luck to you and yours. And with that being said, mental health is real. Myself and Reg, we may not be subject matter experts when it comes down to it, but I can assure you before you harm yourself and you harm others, please tap into Unapologetic Pod on our IG and or Facebook, or our individual IG and or Facebook, and I can assure you that we will get you the help that you need. Other than that, big dog, you already know what's going on with me. Different toilet, same shit.
And as always, I appreciate you too. May is Mental Health Month, right?
I don't put me on the spot. I don't know. Every month is Mental Health Month for me, brother.
I believe it is the official. But yeah. Once again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Hope you enjoyed your day. Y'all deserve it. Forgot to say that before we we got off the air last week, but yeah, happy Mother's Day to y'all. Shout out to my baby Passion. She made that move to Tennessee. They are there now.
Nice.
Getting situated. So I got to get to Tennessee soon to see her. Shania's on her summer break. She's in Florida now. She'll be back back in VA soon. I got to get up there. And to the rest of my family, appreciate y'all for the love, support, everything. And as I said for the last week or 2 months or whatever, keep your head on swivel, low silhouette. Hey, shit is crazy out here. And the hotter it get, as the weather change, hey, these YNs is letting it go. Like it ain't shit is getting crazy, definitely crazy around here. In Fayetteville as well. Everywhere I've been so far, this shit is wild. I'm reevaluating the places I frequent now. because shit is getting so crazy. But yeah, y'all. As always, we're unapologetic, we're unfiltered. Y'all know who it is. It's your favorite two North Carolinians. We will see y'all next week. We out of here.
Take it easy.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.